Hello and happy new year. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things to do with machine embroidery, garment decoration and running a small business from home. If you're new here and you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel because I try to post lots of tutorials and things like that for anybody thinking of setting up their own home embroidery business. If you are already one of my subscribers and you're here for a little bit of a life update because I've been MIA for 3 or 4 months, the baby's here, yes! My little boy was born in the end of October. He was £7, 14 ounces, I think. He's a bit of a whopper. But yeah, we're all doing well. He's doing fine. He's keeping me up at night an awful lot. Which is why I've been so tired and I've been so absent on this channel. I was very, very naive. I thought I would be able to do this work, run this channel while the baby was sleeping. Baby doesn't sleep at all. He's downstairs now with Jordan and he's just eyes open, staring at the ceiling fan. It's his favourite thing to do. We can't really leave him alone, so it is kind of hard to be fitting everything in around raising a small human being, which is why I've titled this video Starting a Business in 2026. I haven't given a specific date because I just don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point in 2026. I am going to be, I don't even want to say restarting my business because I've realised now how demanding my baby is. There's no way I could do things like I used to do it before. So we're going to be starting a completely new business in 2026. Of course, it's still going to be embroidery, but how I manage myself and how I do things is going to be different. And I'm going to be taking on much more of a hands-free approach. Like, I want to do as little as possible so I can spend all of my time raising a child. Not that I have much of a choice. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at how I'm going to be doing things differently, and also it's going to be sort of a life update because in my last video, you recall, we were ripping down my home office because we're building an extension on the back of my house. And here is some footage of how that's going. All the embroidery machines are now in my dining room. There's not really a lot of space for them in the dining room. However, this kitchen diner space is what's going to become my home office. We're going to have all of the machines kind of dotted around somewhere in this space. There's going to be workstations. There's going to be more storage. It's going to be a more functional space for myself rather than having everything crammed into that conservatory that I used to work out of. I'm going to miss the conservatory. I'm going to miss the view. But this is just going to work better in the long run in terms of like lighting and things. I think it's going to be like a proper studio and I can film videos with a nice backdrop rather than just wherever I set up my camera, which is like what I've done for this video. We're currently in an upstairs bedroom because it's a home business, so everything has to work out of a home space. And now that I'm sharing that home space with a very, very spoiled son who has been given so many toys for Christmas, there's got to be a lot of give and take going on, and all of my business has to be condensed into one room. I don't really want to have it spread out all over the house as it is now. So if you're kind of interested in home renovation and like quirky storage things, maybe stick around for a couple of months because I'm going to be essentially packing a decade's worth of business into a kitchen diner turned into a home office. I'm sorry if I sound really nasally as well. This like cold has gone through the whole family. I've had it, the baby's had it, Jordan's had it. So yeah, we're all kind of suffering a little bit. But I really wanted to get this video out on New Year's Day, or at least as near to New Year's Day as I could. Because it's meant to be like starting 2026 and I didn't want to be posting this video saying like the end of January, like that's just not happening. So restarting my business in 2026, there are going to be 4 things I'm going to do differently. First of all, I'm having a packaging overhaul. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit boring. I'm going to talk about packaging my products. But at the moment, I'm very mindful of my environmental impact. So at the minute, I have paper envelopes, paper iron-on instructions for how to apply my iron-on patches onto clothing, and the patch itself. That's all that really goes into my packaging. I don't include any business cards. I don't include any extra materials. Basically, I don't include any additional waste. I don't like the thought of things going into landfill, especially like if you have to spend money on things that's just going to get immediately put in the bin as soon as the customer opens their product. So currently, my packaging is very minimalist. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to steer away from that, and you'll realise why as I continue on my checklist. Going forward, all of my patches are going to fit into either 3 at 4 max standard sizes, and I'm going to create individual packages that I can just drop the patches into, and there'll probably be like some cardboard element where I'll probably integrate the instructions onto the back of that cardboard. And then there needs to be some kind of sleeve that I can drop the patch into. Unfortunately, I can't think of any alternative for a transparent sleeve than plastic. So if anyone has any suggestions, please hit me up, because this is something I need to do to make the packing make the packing process much easier and quicker for myself, because at the moment it can sometimes be a little bit fiddly. If you've ever received an order off me where you've purchased multiple patches at once, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because I sort of very neatly tape them to a piece of cardboard and then put them in the envelope, and that takes a lot of time. So all of my practices going forward is about really reducing the amount of time I'm working. The next thing I'm doing differently is no clothes, or at least clothes that are only available in one size, like the beanie hats. At the moment, I don't know if you can see behind me, there are some cupboards. Those are floor-to-ceiling cupboards. We built them ourselves. They're hideous. I hate them. I'm going to be ripping them down as soon as that home office downstairs is built. But basically, floor to ceiling, absolutely rammed full of hoodies and t-shirts and jackets, and they're all in multiple sizes and multiple colours, and gosh, they take up so much space to store. And the reason why I keep all of my clothing products on site is because it's quicker to dispatch. They just take up too much space. And then no more custom orders as well. For the time being, I'm hoping to reopen custom orders for patches in the future, because I love making custom orders. I love it when somebody comes to me with a design that they're really passionate about, and then we work together to get everything right, and then like seeing their reaction when you show them the final product, and people are like really genuinely happy and excited to receive the custom embroidery. All of that back and forth also takes a very long time, and at the moment I'm not in a position to do that. So we're also getting rid of custom orders, but hopefully they will be back in the future. For now, I'm focusing on my own designs, and I'm going to be making them in, say, runs of about 50 units. And all of these 50 units are going to fit, one unit at a time obviously, but everything is going to fit into standardized means the same thing, packaging. And I'm hoping that's going to give us a more professional look as well. But it's just easier for me to create one design and sell it on websites such as Etsy and my own website. And also the next thing I'm going to be looking into is fulfilled by Amazon. I've never done this before, but my father-in-law has, and he said it's a great kind of hands-free sort of process they use, wherein you make a set amount of items, you send it off to Amazon, they are responsible for packing it and sending it to the customer. All you do is just have like a little bit of profit off the top, less than you probably would than if you made and sold the product yourself via something like Etsy or your own website, which is what I've been currently doing. But 2026 is all about making things very, very easy for myself, and I'm excited to do it as well because the last 10 years, and I can't believe it's been 10 years. I started making patches and keychains and things like that in July 2016, just after I graduated university. And I can't believe what it grew into, and I also can't believe how much of my life it took up, and also like how impossible it is to work the way I was working alongside raising my baby. So those are the 4 changes I'm going to be making to my business in 2026. And it does, even though it's the same thing, I know it's still embroidery, but it does feel like starting a completely new business because of how drastically I'm changing my routine. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how it's going to go. And I know I'm not going to be opening my shop up anytime soon. I'm aiming for maybe September time this year. Because hopefully then the baby will be in more of a routine. I'll be able to put him down for 5 minutes. I laugh about it, but it's crazy. He's a Velcro baby. He does not like to be put down at all. So yeah, that's why I've bought a baby sling to try and wear him as I was operating the embroidery machines. Obviously not while they're switched on because they're very loud and he's got very little ears. But I realised soon after I put on this sling, he's too much like bumping his little head against the embroidery machine. So that didn't really work out. But I think when he's sitting up, when he can see what's going on, he'll be better, because at the moment he's just a little potato lying flat wherever I put him, or in his little bouncer, and he can't see much and he wants to be involved, bless him. He's very curious, very serious baby. He started smiling now because he's 11 weeks. He started smiling around about 8 weeks, and every day those smiles are getting more and more. And he's just gorgeous. He's brilliant. That's all this video is. I just wanted to very quickly gloss over my plans, and I didn't want to go a long time without posting a video. And I know this video has been more of a life update than a tutorial or anything like that. But these are the things that I'm doing to make my life easier. There's no saying that you can't take inspiration from this and implement it onto your own business strategy. At the end of the day, time is money, and if you can do the same amount of work while doing less work yourself, that's great. That works. That means you'll have more money to play with. So that is where I am at. That is my 2026 plan, and I'm really hoping I'm going to stick with it. I wanted to check in because I know I am guilty of sometimes leaving this channel for a couple of months, but I feel like I had a good reason this time. So thank you all for watching, and if you are a subscriber, thank you for sticking around, and I will update you all soon. Bye bye.